What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, I don't know if you could tell, there's a lot of lighting issues here, but I started doing something last night. You know, while I'm transitioning from car A to car B, or actually adding car B, I started walking around the old hoe, and it's my daily, so it's kind of like, why not try to help it? So last night, for shits and giggles, I decided to check out a little scratch that was right in this area. Well, not really a little. You can see here somewhere. It was quite significant. I greatly reduced the amount of scratches that were here. There's still a couple that I want to kind of tackle. So we're gonna go through this. Disclaimer, there was a lot of here, by the way, too. Big disclaimer is I'm not a professional. I'm actually just getting into the wet sanding portion of paint correction. It's obviously an essential portion, and I'm gonna learn by doing, and I'm gonna learn by messing up. My techniques are gonna be flawed here and there. I'm gonna learn and take criticism. So all that out of the way, what I do have, I feel, is a good assembly of products. I've been using the KXK sanding blocks, so I've got the little ones, and they have their new sanding discs, if anybody's ever actually seen them. And why am I opening that when they're here? So these are pretty cool. I have the Trizac. I actually really like this sandpaper a lot. It just cuts through a ton. So I try to go after it a little bit with 3000. If I feel like it's not doing a deed, I go after it with 2000. And I know some people hit it with 3000, then hit it with 5000. I have all of that. I've got tons of sandpaper, tons of everything that I would need. And by the way, this is not for anything automotive paint from my car related. This is just sandpaper in general that I just threw in here. So that's never touching cars. It's only going to be 3M or KXK, Oberk type products that are going to be touching things. But what I can tell you, a combination I found quite interesting that I really like, is the Last Cut compounding glaze. Obviously you experiment with every car is a little bit different, but the Eurofiber pads, so I got my LHR 15, I got my little Nano with a 2-inch, and I got the 3-inch, which kind of leads me to this too. So we're gonna maybe check this out a little bit. My Bigfoot Mini, obviously stock backing plate, but I've been waiting for this to be back in stock. I have this for the LHR 15. I haven't done it yet. That one just has a washer mod. And if you're not familiar with washer mod, I did buy extra. This is a Buff Daddy washer mod, so it'll give it a little bit more of a spin. I don't know if I can just show you that really quickly. Turns on, and then you let go of the trigger, and it still spins a little bit. It does help a lot. I've been messing around. Now, by the way, before we get back to the other back plate, this paint is far from perfect. This is a 20-year-old vehicle. There's clear coat failure. I tried to hit this. I softened it up a little bit. I mean, this is like actual chunks of clear missing. There's same deal here. This is clear coat missing. There must have been tape here at some point. But I'm just gonna go through, and each little piece that I've circled has a tiny little scuff, ding, mark. I mean, yeah, I mean, for real, let's be realistic here. It's never gonna get perfect. I mean, there's things I'm gonna have to put touch-up paint on and whatnot. The other side of it is crazy. It's pretty wild, as you can tell. There's just little marks that I plan on attacking. I'm not gonna film it all. There's some stuff up here. Again, it's hard to translate until I get the lighting, but just want to show you a general idea. Down here, I don't know what happened, but there's like a ton of scratches here. One of the most important things I've ever heard is when you're sanding, especially, you want to focus on sanding to improve, not remove. So that does make a lot of sense. I've polished this hood before. but I never had the chance to put the coating on, so there are some light swirls here and there. But this thing had marks in it. It's just the clear coat is not amazing. I'm gonna have to put touch up in here. There's just no fixing this. This is deep. This is like completely through everything. But like I said, I'm gonna attack what I can, you know, film a couple things here and there, just to show you. I watch a lot of videos. I'm trying to pick up techniques, but here's the other thing. I'm finding what works for me. Not everybody has the same technique. I've gotten a little bit of dust since I've done things in here with this marking just before. So I'm gonna give each panel a quick wipe, go through, sand some stuff off. This is fun. This is fun. You can't really see it. Like you can. Two little things. I'm gonna do the best I can. Oh, here's something I missed, and here too. So I'm gonna circle those things. Do the best I can. We're gonna see what happens. But as I said, this thing is pretty cool. So instead of just a washer mod, this is like a washer mod on steroids. So it's a little backing plate. Is it an XL Detailing Supplies? Is it Shine Supply? I don't really know if that's just distributors or what the deal is. But we're going to put that on here. So that'll give me a combination of a washer mod plus, I guess, better heat extraction. Not like this is making a ton of heat, but I'm more eager to see. Apparently this is going to cut a little bit better. I figured that paired with the Eurofiber pads, you're going to have a nice little combination. And I know my videos are a little bit long, but I kind of like to explain the whys, ifs, ands, hows, whats, and doohickeys and stuff before I start doing stuff, so that I don't have to focus too much when I'm doing it. And yes, I did buy Shine Supply gloves that say work hard. Were they necessary? No, but I like the company, and I'm actually kind of really digging all their polishes. I'm not using them today right at the moment, because I did find with this paint, the last cut with this is actually finishing out really nice and taking all the swirls, so I might hit it. I did notice one time before when I did do the hood, the only thing that was able to work was Arupa's yellow wool and Jescar correcting compound, and I don't want to have to use the wool pad on the whole vehicle. I'd rather use my microfiber Eurofiber pads, specifically because I've got tons of those pads, and I also have my Lake Country cleaning bucket, so the Lake Country 4000 over there, so we should be solid. I'm not doing a full correction on the vehicle right now. I'm just going through, getting some scratches out. Let's see if we can improve it and see what we can do with that. And I'll probably do a correction at some point. Maybe I'll add into this video. I don't know. I'm rambling, but I'll take you along this journey, and I'll try to film what I can when I can. I'm not focused on filming. I'm just focused on explaining, and maybe what I'll do more at the end is show you the transformation. As you can see, when you'll see it at the end, there's going to be less yellow, and hopefully either no scratches in those areas or greatly reduced to the point where I wouldn't notice it too much. And then we're going to coat this thing potentially with Wax is Dead coating. They make Ultra, Supreme, and Ultimate. It's a pretty exclusive coating that not a lot of people have access to, and I have access to, so we will try that. And you know, I'm new to coatings as well, so that'll be a whole other video to screw things up for your pleasure. Stay tuned. Okay, I was just checking.
Because I go out of my way to buy things that say fancy things.
Okay, just wanted to show you a little progress update where we're at right now. I got rid of a lot of the marks on the side door and the panels. I did show a little thing here and there. Like I said, we're doing this not to make the paint perfect by any stretch of the imagination. We're just trying to improve it so that when I do put like a coating on it, it's not crazy. So this is kind of funny. I did polish this right here just so I could test out kind of sort of like my plan of attack. I feel like the actual polishing once these scratches are done is going to be severely easier than what's going on. But I got the rest of this. I just knocked out a couple more here so you could see some sandy marks here. Over here we had quite a bit. I'm about to polish those out. Had some mark right there. I'm gonna try to hit, my friend was here, he thought it was funny to do OCD, even though there's nothing there. I'm gonna try to hit it. Like I said, there's just some things here that if it's catching on my nail, I can soften it, but I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm gonna try to chase things like this. This is not too deep. And, you know, just little things. Try to make an overall improvement. And, you know, once I polish this, it's gonna have some nice shine to it. So we're gonna check out this side a little bit. There's a couple things happening here, like rust. So I don't know, I'm gonna put Core Seal. There's a little scratch here that I'm gonna feather. This one we're gonna just do real quick. That's what we're gonna do. It's all a learning process. So I'm again in the process of learning. I got my 2000 grit, and it's already a little wet. Going at this with very light pressure, and I'm just making passes on it. This one's probably gonna need quite a few. All of the other ones, I gotta tell you right now, I've done about 24 scratches so far on this paint, and so far so good with regards to them coming out. So I'm not really getting high readings here. What I'm probably gonna do is play this safe. Give this one or two more little passes. Don't go too crazy here. Just want to see like the 120s I'm okay with. 100s still alright, but when it's under 100 I'm starting to get a little concerned. We're talking about in the 90s. It's not low 90s by any stretch. We're hitting hitting that. It's not really like catching on my hand. So we're gonna do one more. I have a feeling when I polish it, it's gonna be a lot less noticeable than that. What we're gonna do here real quick, we got this and we got this. So just hit this with a nice pass. All of this cleared up nice. This was the scratch. It was way worse, but it's just faintly there now, obviously, because there's so much light on it. Anyway else, it'll kind of disappear, but you know, when you put all this light on it, you're gonna still see it. But to be honest with you, I just don't feel comfortable going at it. You know, I have all this. I did this hole down the line here because I had taken trim off a long time ago, and it was just something in here, some kind of mark, but it's coming out. I really don't know what this is either. I'm curious. That should come out. That'll be fun to film. Let's do that. Let's just see how that take sucked. Come out. Oh, really? Just like that. Whatever it was, it's gonzo. Speed setting between 3 and 4. Eurofiber polishing pad. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Gone. Just like that. That mark's been bothering me for like a year. Jesus. The rest of these things, they're super, super shallow. Probably not even worth going at, but I'm gonna tackle them real quick. Just Just gonna show you where we're at now. Lots of marks down here. This is not gonna come out all the way at all down here, but significantly better. So I'm happy with that. We still got a lot to polish on there. Just got to go through this door really, and then this quarter panel, and I'll be able to relax. But oh boy, and there's a but. My channel is called Honestly OCD, and it kind of doesn't play well with YouTube. You can't keep those two names in YouTube because the honesty thing, it gets thrown out the window a lot with YouTubers. Everybody's got their pride. Everybody wants to come across as perfect. It's not me. I'm very transparent. I've said this from the beginning. I'm extremely honest. So that does work, but to a fault, because my OCD. My OCD got me. I'm going to show you guys what I did. I did a fucking boo-boo, but like I said, I'm self-teaching myself, and I know exactly what I did wrong. I got cocky. I just went through this whole damn truck. This is a large truck. A couple dozen or more scratches. It's getting late, by the way. It's like 11 something. I've been doing this for a couple hours, just going through, trying to take my time, trying to learn, teach myself, and keep an eye out. And I'm kind of glad this happened, because the only way you're going to learn in life is if you fuck up. And I can tell you right now, any detailer that says they have not screwed up, I call bullshit. There's no way. There's just no way, because this is not rocket science. There's no perfect way to do this. You learn by doing. I don't think there's a perfect way, though. I think that you're going to learn from experience, and the only way to learn from experience is if you're honest to yourself, you're honest to you guys, the viewers, and you show what's going on. But as you can see here, I mean, I've done a great job. The whole truck, I'm going through, I'm knocking down all these scratches, and I've had zero issues, but I screwed up. And I definitely burned through the clear coat here. I did. I fucked up. I fucked it up. I did. And I'm going to tell you why, because I feel like it's a learning experience, and you need to humble yourself in life. You can't walk around, nobody's perfect. I'm the furthest thing from perfect, and that's why I do this on my vehicle, because to be honest with you, this hood is trashed anyway, and I'm so thankful it was on the hood anyway, because I could probably deal with a paint anyway. I mean, this thing is like crazy bad. Few mistakes I made. I didn't check the paint depth on this panel before I started. When I went back around, I started seeing numbers of like 80 and 90 when the rest of the vehicle was like 120, 140, so like healthier numbers. But as soon as I'm seeing, you know, 80s, 90s, I should have just calmed down. That's mistake number one. I wasn't keeping aware of the situation. And mistake number two, I tried too hard to get it out. I should have done what I've been doing in the video, showing you what I've done, and, you know, sand to improve, not to remove. My dumbass goes and tries to remove. So, you know, it's all about being honest here. And other things, I used too big of a sanding block for a smaller scratch. The scratch was only about this big. I should have went in there with the micro one. That was a mistake, because I feel like I didn't have it as flat. I feel like I pushed too hard on possibly an angle. Big mistake. Probably created a hot spot and dug in too deep. The other issue is I don't think I kept it more wet like I should have. Obviously there's like a little balance. You don't want it to be too wet, because the sandpaper's not really doing much of anything, but if you're dry sanding, it's gonna screw it up. You could tell when it's not as wet. It's less milky and more chalky, and looks like more of a powdery, so you got to keep it, you know, so it's liquidy, in my opinion, unless you're using like 1500 grit or something to try to get orange peel out or something. But yeah, this is a learning experience. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. It's not the end of the world, because it's my vehicle. If this was somebody else's, I would be extremely pissed off, and obviously I'd have to get this fixed. It's nothing crazy. You would think it would like throw up like a fissure of like, you know, smoke or something. But no, I screwed it up. As I was going through, I noticed instead of having a uniform haze like every other one of the multiple dozens that I was doing, I got that little mark in it, and I knew without knowing that I had screwed up. But I never want you guys to doubt the legitimacy of me and of my channel, and this sucks. So now I have to look at that. I mean, it's really not the worst thing in the world. It's just, it looks like a primer spot. The truck's 20 years old and this hood is trashed. So like I said, it was a good place to screw up. Thank God it wasn't on like a side panel, and thank God everything else has been coming on pretty well. I'm very proud of myself, but one thing you got to really teach yourself is stay humble. You have to stay humble. I stress this. You have to stay humble, because if you start getting cocky and you walk around with this I got this attitude, you're gonna lose track of what you're doing and you're gonna screw up like I just did. So make sure you stay humble. Make sure you stay honest with yourself. I feel like there's too many inflated egos on YouTube, and you know, everybody's walking around. I can afford to fix my car. I can afford to fix a potential customer's car. Well, I'm gonna have insurance for that anyway, but I can afford to do that. But you need to have the attitude of, let's not do that. Let's stay humble. Like I said, this hood is so bad. This is deep. I mean, the hood's messed up. I've been telling you guys for many a video. I think maybe just because the engine gets so hot that the heat is affecting it somehow, because there's every other panel is great on this. It's reacting perfect to polishing. It's taking all the marks out. It's gonna look really, really nice. So I do feel like I might get this painted, but to be honest with you, I don't know if it's worth it to do that, or if I'm just gonna get like a little bit of a cowl hood or like a little aftermarket hood. I think that might be the way. But I had to stop and show you guys that I finished all this. Truth be told, I'm probably gonna end up driving around with this not polished all the way, because it's starting to get a little late, and you know, my kids are sleeping and stuff. So I'm just gonna go through with my headlamp on, my scan grip headlamp, and just, you know, get these all done here. And this just looks like shit, so I'm gonna knock out this real quick, and I think it's good for the night. Then I'll be able to polish it all, and we'll finish the rest of this video tomorrow. But don't be a fake asshole, please. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'd rather be known for making mistakes and learning from my mistakes than be that guy that tried to hide a screw up or blame it on someone else. That's totally my fault. I did it. You can't blame things on somebody else. You live and you learn, and you have to, and that's the end of it. We're gonna put a period at the end of it and move on, like my mom used to say. And yeah, learning experience. Don't burn the freaking clear coat. Damn, son. All right, let's try to knock this thing out. All right, guys, we're gonna give you an update here. We pulled out all the stops. I can tell you that so far we're doing well. I don't think you can tell too much. The lights are too bright, but I would say I got like a 95% correction out of this, except for the fact that I got to retint all of these windows. Yeah, right in the wind. Good job. Good job, OCD. So this side's all done, like I said, except for this disgusting. All the glass on this truck is so bad. The only thing I haven't done yet is this panel. So, but hood's been done. I might go over that again real quick. And this side has been completed. I think it's looking pretty awesome. So as of right now, I wasn't gonna do the roof, and then I thought to myself, well, that's bullcrap. So I'm doing the roof, and I'm pretty sure I did the trunk. Yeah, I think I did the trunk. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the roof, and that should, other than the fender, it's just basically the roof, and then I gotta do a full prep wipe down, and I should be able to put a coating on this. Excuse the mess. I did some wet sanding up there. I didn't polish yet. Yeah, I know. There's a polisher on the roof. I haven't done that yet. So what I can show you is how bad the roof was. I can show you kind of sort of what the roof looks like now. So I did this and this. This is good for 3-inch pads. So I got my LHR 75E for that, and my 5-inch works great. I thought I had Eurofiber 6-inch pads. I swore I had them and I didn't. That kind of pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna just hit this metal one one-handed, go through, try to do it. I did clay everything down with the mothers. I didn't clean at all that side yet, so I'm just trying to do as much as I can because I'm on a ladder. I don't climb well. I'm not a bear, so I can't climb very well, but I'm just gonna get it as good as I can get it. This way at least I know it's clayed and has been polished. As far as defect removal goes, it's the roof. It's pretty battered. It is a 20-year-old truck, but I think it's coming along pretty well compared to the other side. You can't really see much clarity there, and then over here I think, I don't know, at least in my eyes it looks a lot better. So I'm gonna do that. I gotta figure something out. If any of you know something, I might have to just replace it. What do you do in a situation like this? All the seals and everything is just so screwy and ugly. It's so bad looking. I know it's old. I don't know. I'm gonna probably replace the front windshield and get all the windows retinted and see where that goes. Maybe get that Ceriglass polish so I can polish the water spots. They're not like horrible, but there are water spots. I mean, there's dust too. I gotta wipe that. Everything is just getting so dirty. And then like this is crazy. This is scratches. It used to be a police vehicle. I don't know what happened, but there's no swirls. I can tell you that much. There's not one solitary swirl, but there's just scratches that I tested the paint. I don't feel comfortable attacking them. I did sand them as much as I could, and that's as good as it's gonna get. And it just has to be that way. There's nothing I can do. It's just whatever happened, something went all the way. Like all the goddamn way. Like they chased a suspect through the jungle or something. I don't even know what goes on. I really don't know. They hit brushes and trees. It's freaking ridiculous. I'm gonna apply a likely Wax is Dead Supreme coating on this, and I'm hoping I don't screw up, so I might start with the roof just in case, or the hood, since that hood's gonna have to either be replaced with a new hood, maybe a cowl type hood, or I'm gonna get it repainted since it's got that deep gouge and a burn mark from me. So we're gonna see, but update complete. We'll see what happens in the next update. Okay guys, so I did something, and this is a couple days after I filmed. God only knows what I did. I was starting this whole Tahoe thing. I was doing some of the scratches and wet sanding, and then it turned into paint correcting the whole thing and basically just giving my 20-year-old daily that has so many paint issues the beans. Just giving it the beans, trying my best, trying to see what I can do, what I can accomplish. Obviously, there's no way to accomplish perfection. Some scratches were just too deep. There's dents and dings and whatever. It's been used. It's a used truck. NYPD owned it. So I gave it the best shot. And I wanted to show you guys what I got, what I accomplished. I really should have filmed. I'm gonna do better about filming, especially the paint correction. I used so much stuff. And this is, oddly enough, the first time I've ever installed a ceramic coating, and I'm so excited. I wanted to show you guys. I'm one of the few people that I guess has access to this, but it's a company called Wax is Dead, and they're in the UK. They have stuff. You really need to be like an approved purchaser to get it, or authorized installer. They have Ultra, Supreme, and Ultimate. The Ultimate coating is actually a self-healing coating, which is kind of cool, but this is the Supreme, and I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think it came out really, really nice. Just gonna leave it now. It's got to cure. It's got to do its thing and cure for 24 hours. But honestly, for a vehicle that old, went through a lot of tells. Learning curve for me, for sure. Again, this whole video it's a humbling video for sure, but I'm an honest guy. I am learning as I'm going. I'm eager to learn, and I'm actually getting much better as I'm doing it. Mid-process, I'm feeling like just from the moment I started to the moment I finished, and I could tell you why. I have everything. I bought everything. I have every product basically that I would be able to try. So I'm tweaking techniques and I'm tweaking my product use. I started out, for instance, with the Thin Saver, this big one, and it was good, but I felt like I was using a little bit too much product, and I didn't love applying it on there. Then this is the Rag Company Pearl that they just did a collaboration with Auto Fiber, and it applied alright, but it just felt awkward and I didn't really love it. And then I went to the Thin Saver Mini, and this is where the jam happened, and I was very, very happy. I felt like I started getting better at conserving the product. I think in the beginning I was using a little bit too much product. I called my boy up who has done coatings before, and we were chatting. And I gotta tell you too, when you first remove the coating, I was very adamant about, you know, following their specific recommendations, 20 to 60 seconds. I watched it rainbow and haze, and I was very good with it, and I went over it with 3 different towels, first pass, second, and a third on every part of it. So I shouldn't have any high spots. I've checked, and I didn't see anything, so it came out really nice. But the first wipe, holy Christ, that was tacky, had some resistance. I wasn't expecting that, but listen, this is what the channel's about. I'm learning and I'm recording and I'm learning, but this is a 50 ml bottle. I was using way too much in the beginning, so I would assume I got half left, so like 25 ml. I want to get it down to me using 15 to 20 ml. Realistically, 15 would be good for a vehicle. This was a lot of vehicle. But again, you know, I'm very honest with stuff. I feel like it came out pretty good. Like I said, some parts are just not helpful. Can't help. But look at it. I'm proud of it. I don't know. Listen, I burned through the goddamn hood. It is what it is. But as with everything, a learning curve, and it was my car. I learned. But look at this. I'm not even joking, and I don't even care about that hood. Make fun of me all you want. It is what it is. I'm an honest guy, and I'm always going to do that. But I wet sanded so many marks out of this paint, and the paint looks amazing. The paint looks amazing. I didn't burn through any other spots. One spot, and I know that just, it sucks. It pisses me off. It does. But I couldn't not put that in the video, because that would be fake. And fake just isn't good. And where's that burn spot? Ceramic effing coated there forever. Well, until I paint the hood. The last thing about this hood sucks. Like I said, there's just something going on in the middle, and I think it's from heat cycles on this hood, and the fact that it was an NYPD car, and it likely, very, very likely idled for a long time on many different occasions. I'm going to replace this front windshield, and I'm going to get this hood repainted, because in the middle here is just, no matter what, I clayed the hell out of this, polished it. Everything on the outside is super smooth and feels amazing. The inside, look at this, crow's feet and clear coat issues and gigantic. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. That was here when I bought it. But for the most part, where it doesn't have that stuff, you know, we're dealing with a, you know, properly done vehicle. But I just wanted to show you all and give you one last walk around of it to finish this video. It's probably a long video, and again, I don't really give a damn. You either like to watch these videos or you don't like to watch these videos, and that's it. I see tons of YouTubers with so much longer content, and some of them I want to fall asleep. At least you got me. Honestly, OCD, and I get a little fucking wackadoo here, and it is what it is. So, tell me what you think. Write down in this silly comment section below what you think. And you can even make fun of me for wet sanding a big ass mark. Well, not a big ass mark. It's like a dime size mark, but still sucks. And yeah, you can call me all kinds of names. It's fine. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel and you really truly appreciate the fact that I'm not a fake mofo, you can kindly subscribe. That would be great. Turn on the bell notification and tell a friend too, because, you know, they're hiding me. They're hiding me. They're shadow hiding me, shadow banning, whatever these people want to say. They're doing something. I'm hiding in the corner. They put baby in the corner, and I don't like it. But if you're an OCD OG, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much, and hopefully this was something to watch. Again, I'm going to be filming a lot more of the processes and stuff. I have my test panels, and you know, even that, if I could tell you what I did to that just to learn. But we're going to start getting more into paint corrections, more into coatings, more into, you know, boutique products and demonstrations and fun stuff, I promise. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. God damn.